Hey, what's up everybody? Today I'm gonna be working on this image, showing you how to sign up and start using it. Something simple, creating your own background and then making it look the way you want. So we're gonna be getting started right now in Photoshop. My name is Fed Africa. So I'm gonna come here, select the image or select the subject. So I wanna get rid of that background. So after getting it's gonna be like that. So I just need to set it around like this. Just like this. Maybe I got to fill a little bit of the background. If I have it, then maybe I'd like to enhance the edges when you see that. So I can come and then do that. So if none, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to right click, invert, and then backspace. No. So cancel. I'm going to come unlock it and then click backspace. So it's going to be like that, and it's going to be looking good. So after that, you're gonna go to something else. So that is our image. We didn't go much in that, so we don't have to go much because what we're gonna use about it is gonna be very different. So what I'm gonna do is sing this way like this. So now we have it as our image. We're gonna click this, and then I'm gonna a little bit scale it to the point of this, just like this, and then I'm gonna drag it, look around this, just like that. And after that, I'm gonna click OK. Okay, so after clicking OK, I'm gonna go and create another workspace or another canvas by going to new, click Control N. I'm gonna put a standard paper which is gonna be A4. So I'm gonna call it international paper, and then it's gonna be A4. You can change it to be centimeters, but it's almost the same. So giving you width is 21 centimeters and also giving 29 centimeters. I like using centimeters because it's easy for me to count. So what I'm going to do now is click OK. So after clicking OK, it's going to be pulled that way. So before bringing my image, I'm going to first work on it. Just work on the background the way it has to be. I'm going to pick my pen tool. If you don't want to look at it, it's around here. This is it. But if you want to use the shortcut, you press P and it will be selected. So you come and then draw what you want to draw. You pull it there, you pull it there. Oh, we're gonna come and then remove the stroke. Click here, we cancel this and turn back a stroke and give it a color. It's gonna be orange, just like this. We can also increase. Let's use the dotted colors and we see how it's going to look like. So we get to increase a little bit to something like 4. Just going to be like that. 4. Then you come and then draw another, just like this, just like this, like this. Ctrl Z, just like this. You pass, just like this. You pass, just like this, like this, like this. Crossover, take it up, go down, just like this. You close up. So you can get done with that and then click OK. So after clicking OK, then you're gonna come around back. You're gonna do this. So after this, you're gonna make sure you click on this. Let's try to select. So come back to the pen tool and then you're going to increase the size of the stroke. Put it something like 21, dotted 21, and then 12. So it's going to look like that, and I'm going to just give it more light. Let's try to find a very, very color that it can work so better for us. Maybe let me use yellow. Oh, sorry. So I'm gonna remove this. So let's select this. Let's selecting that. Select this. Turn it to be a shape. So increase this, then we're gonna come to our pen tool, select it, so it's gonna become something so big. You make it more, just to that point. You take it a little bit down, make it visible. That's how it's gonna be. So that's how we're gonna be creating something of our own selves. And then before doing that, we're gonna create another background layer, and then the layer we're gonna create is gonna be a shape. We draw a shape. So this is the shape we're gonna draw. We're gonna give it a color that is a little bit bluish, and then gonna make it dark. So we're gonna make it dark. That really? No, yeah, we're gonna make it look like that. So that's the color we're gonna be using right now, and then we're gonna make sure we drop it below the main layer, so it's gonna be looking like that. So it's gonna really burn because the color is gonna be working so much on it better than how it would be. Or we're gonna let them not be dotted lines, so we're gonna change it back to the main line, and then we're gonna click here and then take it to this. So if we go take them to that, we're gonna try sure that we reduce on the size of this. So it's gonna be just like that, looking like that. You're asking yourself, why are we making it look like that? So it's just gonna see how everything's gonna be worked out more about. So we're gonna come and then look for our image and then we drop in. No, but before bringing the image, we need to have to look and see how everything's gonna work with the image. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna create this around, and we're gonna try to reduce in the light just by doing this for both. We make it look so well, but we're giving that you're creating our lines are gonna be so visible, and then the background is gonna be so stiff and then a little bit darker. And then after that, what you're gonna do is just come back and then create this. Don't give it more light, just make sure it goes down a little bit more dark. So that's what we have at the moment, and then let's go look into our image and bring it more look into the best way. So we can even do the background and then set them look the way they have to look, and then you have no problem. But let's leave around that, and then what we're going to do, let's bring our image closer. Just go into this, pick the image, drag and drop it around here, click yes. So the image is brought into the workspace we've been doing on our poster. Now the poster designing is starting. So let's try to scale it just somehow like that. Let's drop it around here. Let's try to bring it more closer, and then we do this. So we are going to move it around in the middle. So this is how we want our image to look like, but we need to make sure we balance it, look almost equal to the same in the background. So we're gonna come and then reduce the light over it, but just coming, we go to the brightness. We're gonna reduce the brightness around the brightness, then we're gonna increase the contrast, reduce the brightness, and then increase the contrast. So that's how it's gonna look like, both for the images, and then you're not gonna care. So what I'm gonna do is right click and then create a mask clip. So when I create a mask clip, the changes I've done, they only apply in the images that I've mask clipped it with. So what you're gonna do, I'm going to go and then change this to black and white. No, but not just real black and white. I'm just gonna bring down the vibrancies. So when I bring down the vibrancies just a little bit like this, and I also drop down the colors just like this. When you look at it, it's not so much getting more bold, and I'm just bringing it down. I feel like bringing it down, bringing down the saturation. While I bring this down, the saturation continues to blow. So I take it down, but as I take it down, I leave a little bit content, skin color and tones around, not taking them deep down. I can bring back the vibrance and then take the saturation down, but as I bring the vibrance, it's still back on the form. So it's gonna be like that. Still working on it, trying to change more things. So I'm gonna again mask clip it also. So in the mask clip is only applying to the image. So after that, I'm still arranging my image. So I'm gonna go to the background then double click on this and try to darken it again, just like this. So this is how it's going to be. And then I really need still to make also my image go a little bit loose, the thing. So what I'm going to do is to come around here and then drop down. First, no, actually let me drop it up on top. So I'm going to try to drop the light. So this is what I wanted to get. So it looks just fantastic for me. More light, less light, and then doing another stuff, just building on my grunges. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this also apply only create mask clipping. So when I create mask clip, it's going to look just like that. So I'll still go down here below my gun and then go again to black, to the curves, and also again reduce it down a little bit. So that's how it's going to look like. And then I had to do no more than that just to make it look the way it has to look. So designing this poster, I have to reach into that point. So we're gonna go and then work with the brushes on our images and also other different stuff. I'm gonna be showing you how to do it. So before going to that, we need to create a layer mask around. So we're gonna create this layer mask just here, and then we're gonna go using our brushes. And then before using all that, we're gonna go to the brushes and then go down, drop it, and then you're gonna go to around this brush. And it doesn't matter whether I have the spacing on, turned on, but what you have is to increase this, make it black, and then we're gonna try to rub. So you're gonna try to rub some just like this, just like this. So we're losing the details somehow, somewhere, as we're gonna do the same thing around here. Try to lose something just like this. No way. Before going that, I'm gonna even do this and then try to bring back more content a little bit. I'm gonna bring the content a little bit. So after that getting done, so I'm gonna go to the brushes and then do something different, giving the colors. So but now I'm gonna select the image and I'm gonna select also the background, just doing something. So let's go to the brushes and change some brushes, looking for the better brushes around. Scattering should be put, transferred I may not put, I may even leave. The colors dynamic is better, brush pose you may not do it, the wet edges, then you can do it, build up, and then more about it. So let's try to look into how we can do so. Let's look at this brush. No, look for the better brush we may need, increase the size. So this brush, you're gonna make it, you're gonna give it a color that's gonna be red. Brightness. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to create a layer. I'm going to add a layer around, so this is where I'm going to create everything. So I'm going to increase the size. I draw this, going to do something, just create this, go back to my brush, I'm gonna do this, drag it more just like that, take it this way, and I'm gonna have this look like this, look how like that, and then I'm gonna go back to the brush and then bring it somehow just like this. Just like this, try to make it look like that somehow. Click OK. I'm gonna go to this and then try to drop it up, bring back a little bit of the bluish color. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do again is just get into another color that's going to be just a little bit bouncing, and then I'm going to make a little bit of pinky, and then we shall also get the same color looking black again, and then replace it. So I'm going to go back to the brush, and then I'm going to select another different brush, go to this, get another different brush, yes. So I'm gonna do this, try to put it up, so design something just like this. But before doing that, I'm gonna change this color to around. You can even copy right from here. So I'm copying it, and I'm gonna be just doing it like that, just doing it like that. We don't know how everything is gonna be looking like, just getting it. Let me try to pull this, and then I'm gonna pull it somewhere like this. Just like this. Just put up something like this. Gonna do something just a little kind, looking so fine, just like this. Put it up in a moment, just having something of this kind. So what you're going to do after, we're going to come and then look for another. Now I'm changing to another brush, so I'm going to come look at for another bit of brush that I'm going to be using of this kind. Let me look at it. How does it look like? Yes, I need such a brush. It's gonna work better for me right down on the page. So what I'm gonna do is go click on it, drop it down, and then I'm gonna go work on this, and I'm gonna find a certain color that is gonna be more bright, like pinky, so light, bright, so bright, and I'm gonna start do something. Yes, I'm getting back. I'm really sorry for what has been taking interrupting. So what I'm gonna do is just getting this right back. We're gonna get to this, and it's gonna be working away. So I don't know why. So it has got back. So what you're gonna do, this is creating something right within. So we're gonna give it a more color, and then we're gonna have to give it a very unique color. So what I'm gonna do is get to my brush, then pose it the way I want it to get posed, just like this. No, I'm gonna take it just this. It's gonna be raining just like that. So what I'm gonna do, drop it, start drawing. I'm gonna start drawing. So I'm gonna start drawing. I'm gonna start drawing just like this. I'm gonna draw around that, and I'm gonna start drawing that. So after that, I'm gonna be able to push it around, change it there. So I'm gonna change my brush, will pose a different way, just like this, and it's gonna be just try to drive it this way, and then we're gonna do something of this kind, and then we're gonna bring something of that kind, pull it right this side. So I love it when it's doing like that. So we're gonna get it just right. It's applying at the back of the image, not fully getting into close of the stuff. So we are trying to develop something that's going to be unique, looking good, and blinding, giving. So you use the bright color, you're giving your poster a bright colors, and this is just a splash bright color that using the brushes that you're creating your background, you're creating everything, and you're going to look at it like it's really good. So I want you to continue showing you more about it's going to be just look good. So after that brush, we may get back to it. So we're going to create another brush looking cool as this is has been looking like. So we need to get another brush that's going to really make it, that is really going to kill it in our poster. This is the brush you're using. So this is a little brush we're going to use that are very big and very cool that you're going to use. So what you're going to do again is going to get a brush that is really looking a little bit fun. So I'm going to get this, and I have to see how does it look like. So we increase the size. So does it make it look cool? Maybe, I don't know, but we're going to try. Oh, let's try also to do this. It looks like somehow funny. I don't know how it does look like. So we're gonna get this almost look like the same, and we're gonna try more about them. So let's get look into this. How does it look like? It looks just funny. Let's try to use that and then see how it's gonna be. So we want minute so that it can look down. So you drag like this. It's really totally this we have, and then we're gonna apply it on the top image and that layer that is just there. So we're gonna use the same color of the background color. So we're gonna get here, copy right from the background, and it's gonna be like this. But that we're gonna increase a little bit more, and then we do that. Oh, so we're gonna do that. We feel like it's not getting right what we wanted to do, so we're gonna increase the color. Go to the saturate, the brightness, and then we're gonna increase the brightness a little bit, just like that, a little bit of the brightness, and then we're gonna go to the hue. We're gonna increase a little bit of the hue, just somewhere like this, and then we're gonna do this. So let's have it looking like this, trying to cover that. So just like this. So but before doing that, let's first get back, and then we try to make it like look like, yeah, it's just perfect the way I want it to be like. So now I can do this. Now we can do this. So just creating a color splash onto the image, so we can have whatever we want, just playing around with this, and just getting into the stuff. So before doing that, so let me try to reduce the size, and then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go back to this and then try to take it that way, just getting to the background, getting to on top, just drawing that, making it look the way you may want it. So let me try to drive this still, drag it look up just like this, and then draw this, draw this, draw that. Just make it more funny. It doesn't need main things to do. It doesn't need you to do a lot of stuff. Just making something color crash, but design something coming out while you're closing other people inside the bowl, and then you just need something very funny and very unique. So we're gonna have the same thing. I want to show you how I want this to be. Let me try to drag a little bit around like this. So I'm gonna make it look like this. Paste up. Let me first reduce the color, and then pick right from the point, click OK. So I'm gonna get more drawing like this, just more of drawing just like this, more of opening up, closing up, some really like covering up these colors, making, yes, just like that. So dragging up something like that. So I'm gonna try to pull it, let it look down, and I'm gonna play around this. So trying to close around the color, so trying to play with the face balancing. They make the face cover around something because I want it to face the same thing. So I'm gonna draw this just like this, so getting right what I need. So you continue doing it just the way you want. Make like it really rotates around. So I want this shutter or to rotate around her face without spoiling, and then covering her inside the way you can do anything. You can put up more, and then we continue going just like this, and I'm gonna make it cover up. We continue going, making it so this one is not different from the tutorial I made last time, and then if people want to do it, so I was forced to do it, so I'm gonna do something around just like this. Oh, it's just covered behind, and then I'm gonna change another brush. Maybe it could be this. I'm gonna increase this size, and I'm gonna go down to this, and then I want to give it a color that is so bright that is gonna be something like red. Should I? No, something like pink. And I'm gonna increase the brightness high, and then the saturation could be something, so I'm gonna be high, and then the brightness will be something high. So I'm gonna click OK, and then I'm gonna apply it now where I want it to apply. So when it's come, it will be like, wow. So I want to see that is the color, so we're gonna get it around. So I'm gonna do this. Let me try to see this can work. So I'm gonna work on it this way. Maybe it's gonna work that way. Wait for it, Laurie. So you pull it up. Yeah, it's going to work that way. You pull it up. You pull it up. Yes, you pull it down, just like that. You pull it. Let's try to do this. You do this, that's like that. You do it again there. So you come and do it that way. So you're drawing what called the color crash that some people always look at and say, what is you're doing? So you're gonna make it look just like that, and then you make the way you want it to look like. So you're creating a lot of color crashes around just like that. So the people were asking for the tutorial to do this. This is how I do it. So bringing up these colors and then pink crashing where the rain was flowing, and then we try to bring it more look the way you want it to look. All right, so we're gonna do dragging this. Let's try to move it around just like this. It's gonna be looking like this, just like this, and then we're gonna do this. We're gonna make it apply that way. Gonna make it let's go so it looks at the back. Wow, so this is how it's gonna move, just like this. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is go back to this wonderful way of doing the stuff, and then we make it more bigger, and it's gonna look, we need the same color from the original color from the background, and then you're gonna get the color and then copy right here, or we copy right somewhere. Let me take something like this. Is it this? No, let me pick this, and then I'm gonna click OK. So after that I'm gonna write this. I'm gonna take it this way, and I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Just doing that. Getting them to that. Getting them to that. Getting them to that. Getting them to that. Now I'm gonna reduce and go to my main thing, and then I'm gonna come, I want drag it up, make it look this, make it look like that, make it look like that. So dragging around, making it look like this. So I'm gonna reduce it, then do this. So when I do this, it will be into, to be into like that, just like that. So you're gonna change the color, you're gonna do something like of this kind. You're gonna give it a color, maybe you go to the saturation and you're gonna change around blue. Should we put this something of this kind that may look more better, and then you can try to do it somehow, dragging up, dragging up, dragging up, drawing this, drawing this, drawing this. So it's a color crash poster you're trying to design. So you make it more, you get the bright colors and then try to play around with it. And then sometimes I do it when I'm creating my own background. So you do this, you do this, you do this, just like making it more bright. Wow. And then so I think I'm done with what I wanted to do about the color crashes. You can add more, you can do more, you can make it look, so it depends to you how you want to do it. It's not so, especially if you need it, you do it. You don't like it, you don't do it. So we're gonna go and title it and call it the crash poster. So we're gonna call it the crash poster. So we're gonna do this, go to T and then type, oh, it's getting so slow, but we're gonna get where we want to go. So it's gonna give us this. So you're gonna go this, let's try to go here, type T. So you're gonna write the color, it's gonna call it the color crash, the color crash. We're gonna call her Barbie the color crash. So we're gonna call it like this, B, sit, Barbie, Barbie. So we go click on this, so we call it more, we're gonna make it big. So just go to this, we're gonna increase the size just like this. So you increase the size just like this, you drop it down just like this. So try to change the is it like this? I'm gonna make it look like this. Gonna get that, and then you're gonna try to go down and then click OK. So after clicking OK, maybe I think we need something that's gonna be bigger than that. Let's go back and then increase the size to be a little bit bigger, just like this. We draw it and place it somewhere there, let it be there, just like this. And we're gonna go double click here. So when double click here, so we're gonna change the stroke. Let's put a stroke, and that stroke might be a little bit, you give it another color. We're gonna have the same colors, it has to be like this. So we're gonna increase this to change it to pink, something like pink, getting to the color. So we can call it something like red, so it can work that way. And then the buffer should be removed. So we gotta go to the outer glow, and the outer glow has to work the pink way or the reddish color. And then we need to see how it's going to glow. Spread, opacity, the size. So the spread gonna reduce, the size, let the size increase, and then so the opacity size, I'm gonna reduce it somehow like this and click OK. So this is how it's gonna be like this. You have a right to change the color, Ctrl Z. You have a right to change the color just like this. You can double click and then you find the better colors that is gonna make it look white. So let's double click and then no, it's okay. So I'm gonna change the color just like this. Double click, you can change it to pink. Now really blue. Ready? This. I don't know, black. Yes, black and work. Black and work. Yeah, black and work. So this is how we're gonna make it look. So it's gonna be like, oh fucking shit. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna write another thing, the color, the colors. The colors. It's gonna be the colors. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get this right. Change, first of all I'm gonna change its color to this, and then I'm gonna change it, drop it down to the size. Gonna make it look just like the colors. Colors. So that's how it's going to look like. I don't know if it's just getting right to your picking your attention is about the colors, and then just like that, and then we'll look into how to make it look great somewhere here. Try your best. So you're gonna write something else. Let's try to think what right. The colors. It's dance. Let's take back. It's dance. Dance. So let's try to work on that. We pull it back. Select dance. Like dance on point. Dance on. So you put it on. So you do it. So dance on point. Let's put it like just here. So I'm gonna change. Let me first put the point. So I'm gonna make it look just like this. So this one I'm gonna change it. So let's double click. I'm gonna make it have a stroke. I'm gonna make the stroke spread more. So it's gonna be just like this. We're gonna find the better color. We're gonna put red now. So it's gonna be okay. Let's leave it red the way it was. So let's spread low, and then let's bring the opacity up, and then let's try pull the size, drag it down. So let me double click, and then color type, we're gonna make it gradient. Is it? No, it's not gonna work. Pattern, it's not gonna work. Call it color, so it will come out very well. So this is how we're gonna have it, and then click OK. So we're gonna try to move it and then balance into the position. So that's gonna be our poster, dance on point, Barbie the color. So that's how our poster is gonna be looking. So we're gonna end it right there. So we're gonna put something, add by something. So we're gonna put something Cinefrex Africa. So if you're watching my channels, my tutorials, subscribe to my channel, keep watching, sharing, share more to your friends, and then we're gonna be learning more about this. So today I've been about the car crashes, and then this is your boy Frex Africa, and then right from Cinefrex Africa channel. Keep following, keep subscribing. Big up.